For a small land measuring a total of 2.77 acres, disputes are going on in our country since past 70 years. So what's this dispute all about? Who were the groups fighting for it? And how did the Supreme Court solve it? Let's know about this in this video. The dispute is all about this 2.77 acres land present in Uttar Pradesh state in Faizabad district in a town called Ayodhya. In this 2.77 acres land, some portion of the land was occupied by a mosque called Babri Masjid. Opposite to it, in the left side corner, there was an elevated platform, and on top of it a small Ram temple was built, and small idols of Ram and Sita are present in it. Once upon a time, Hindus were praying on this small elevated platform and Muslims inside the masjid. Disputes began to this 2.77 acre land, and in total 3 organizations were claiming that this land belongs to them. They are: Number 1, Sunni Central Waqf Board. This organization represents the Muslims. They claim that a masjid was present in this land and they also started praying here since a long time. They also say that the Mughal king Babur built this mosque, so they claim that this land belongs to them. Number 2, Vishwa Hindu Parishad. This organization represents the Hindus. They say that according to the epic Ramayana, Lord Ram was born in Ayodhya, and that's the reason why Ayodhya is called as Rama Janmabhoomi. They also say that once upon a time a Ram temple was present on this site, and during the rule of the Mughals, the temple was demolished and the masjid was built. They say that the construction of the masjid here was illegal as Ram temple was already present in this land. So because of all these reasons, they claim that this land belongs to them. Number 3, Nirmohi Akara. This organization represents the priests of the Ram temple. They say that since a long time they are performing prayers to Lord Ram at this place, and they also demand for the construction of Lord Ram temple on this land, and they also seek the management and priestly rights for the entire 2.77 acre land. So these are the 3 groups who are claiming that the land belongs to them. But exactly to whom does this land actually belong to? To know that, let's go past in time and know the history behind this 2.77 acres land. It was the year 1525 when the Mughal Emperor Babur invaded and conquered large parts of North India. In 1528, the Mughals were ruling Uttar Pradesh, and the Mughal king Babur gave orders for the construction of mosque on this land, and according to the orders, the masjid was built. This information was also written on the walls of the masjid, but it was not mentioned that Ram temple was demolished and masjid was built. But during the Mughal rule, there is evidence that many Mughal kings did demolish the temples and constructed many mosques. So based on those evidences, it can be believed that even this mosque was built by demolishing a temple. In the year 1717, the Rajput Hindu king called Jai Singh purchased the 2.77 acres land and registered it on the name of Lord Ram. And then even the surrounding people started believing that the site of the masjid as Lord Ram's birthplace, and then both the Hindus and Muslims started to pray inside it. In the year 1853, the site witnessed the first event of religious violence when there was a dispute between Hindus and Muslims, and since then few Hindu groups started claiming the 2.77 acre land and demanded the land to be given to them so that they could construct a temple. But the British government at that time did not agree to it. And in the year 1859, the British government decided to construct a fence at the surrounding of the temple, and they also constructed an elevated platform and a small Ram temple on top of the platform, opposite to the masjid, and thus they created a separate facility for the Hindus to perform prayers. So till 1859, both Hindus and Muslims were worshipping inside the mosque itself, but after 1859, when the Britishers made a separate place, the Muslims started praying inside the mosque, and the Hindus started praying outside the mosque on the elevated platform. In 1949, few Hindus went into the masjid and secretly placed the idols of Lord Ram under the main dome of the mosque. And then when the Muslim people saw it, disputes began between Hindus and Muslims. And then the government declared to shut the gates of the land as a precautionary measure and to avoid any future disputes. And thus both Hindus and Muslims were restricted from praying in the land. Since then the prayers were stopped, but the idols of Lord Ram remained inside the masjid itself. Later in 1959, 1961 and 1964 respectively, the 3 organizations, that is the Muslim group, Hindu group and the Nirmohi Akara group, filed cases in the court, and since then this case is going on in the court. In 1986, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad filed another petition in the Faizabad district court asking the Hindus to allow to pray inside the temple, and even the court granted permission to pray inside it. and after 37 years the gates were reopened and both Hindus and Muslims started to pray again in the land. And the Hindu groups, thinking that this is the right time, they also demanded the land to be given to them for the construction of temple. And later even the other two organizations started demanding for the land. For the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, many BJP leaders started to support them. Among them, very prominent ones were L.K. Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, etc. And they spoke this even in their speeches. And they also demanded the land to be given to the Hindus. They also promised that if they were elected to form government in Uttar Pradesh, they will construct a Ram temple here, and they also started to tell this in their election campaigns. Finally, in the year 1991, the BJP came to power in Uttar Pradesh. In 1992, both the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and the BJP planned to conduct a big meeting at the disputed land site, and December 6, 1992 date was fixed. Thousands of people from different parts of the country came to attend the meeting, and there were many police who placed barricades all around the land site to stop people entering the site. Later that day, in the afternoon, after the meeting got over, the Hindu activists stormed into the land site and they straightaway went to the top of the mosque and started to demolish it. And slowly, all the people entered the site, and within few hours they completely demolished the masjid. This event resulted in riots and communal tensions all across the country, and over 2000 plus people were killed in different parts of India. Finally, in September 2010, the Allahabad High Court gave a verdict and told that the 2.77 acre land will be equally partitioned into three equal parts, and one part each to be given to the three groups. But none of the three groups were satisfied with the court's decision, and then they approached the Supreme Court. Finally, after many hearings, the Supreme Court took up the case on August 6 and heard it continuously till October 16, thus making this case as the second longest heard petition case in the Supreme Court. On October 16, 2019, the Supreme Court told that whichever group among Hindus and Muslims prove that the land belongs to them, the land will be given to them. The Supreme Court also ordered the Archaeological Survey of India organization to make research and to find out the exact information about the disputed site. Finally, the Archaeological Survey of India submitted its report to the Supreme Court, and after clear examination of everything, the Supreme Court gave its judgment in this case on November 9, 2019. In that, it told that there are proofs that both Hindus and Muslims were praying inside the land since a long time. The verdict also told that the Babri Masjid was not constructed on a vacant land, but it was constructed by demolishing a pre-existing structure. But however, it did not say that the Hindu temple was demolished to construct the mosque. The Supreme Court also said that the destruction of mosque in the year 1992 and placing of Ram idols in the year 1949 was illegal. Based on these points, the Supreme Court gave the judgment as: Number 1. The entire disputed 2.77 acre land to be given for the Hindu groups for the construction of temple. Number 2. It also ordered the center to set up a trust to build Lord Ram temple and also to look after its maintenance. Number 3. As the mosque was demolished, it ordered either the central or state government to give 5 acres of free land for the Sunni Waqf board at an important place in Ayodhya itself for the construction of mosque. Number 4. The Supreme Court also ruled out that the Nirmohi Akara group had no any priestly rights onto the temple, but however, the court directed that in the board of trustees, the members of the Nirmohi Akara to be given an important position. This historic judgment was given by 5 judges, and while pronouncing the verdict, they also told that they did not take any religious importance into account, and they also told that the judgment was given only on the basis of evidence available. And after the verdict was given, no dispute took place anywhere in the country, and all the 3 groups welcomed the judgment. In another 3 months, the trust could be formed, and next year, on the occasion of Sri Ram Navami, the foundation stone could be laid, and after 2 or 3 years, the complete temple could be built. So friends, this is all about the Ayodhya Ram Mandir Babri Masjid dispute. Hope you would have understood all this into this video. See you in some other video as soon as possible. Till then, take care. Bye.